guys, welcome back to Ravenclaw Reads. I'm Courtney, and today I'm going to give you my August wrap-up. It is August 30th, and I'm pretty sure I won't be reading any more books this month, so I wanted to share with you what I have read. Last month, I think I had a really wonky count on how many books that I had read, but this month I know for sure that I read 18 books, which is great. I think that's a great reading number, well more than needed, and I think it was a pretty good reading month. All right, so the first thing I read this month was Miss Fortune Cookie by Vivian Chin. This is a cozy mystery and her latest cozy mystery. I want to say it's book 9 or 10, maybe book 10, and I ended up giving this 5 stars. It was a really well written cozy mystery. It happened outside of the normal setting in Ohio, and I really enjoyed it. Then, as I was going through my reread of Babysitters Club books, I read book number 6, Christie's Big Day, and surprisingly, I gave that 5 stars. Those that have been following my channel know that I'm not a huge Christie fan, but this really changed my viewpoint on her, and I enjoyed it. Also want to just point out that if you are looking for more in-depth reviews or information on my thoughts on the books, you can check out my weekly vlogs where I talk about each of these books as I'm reading them. The next book that I read was The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. The Friend Zone is part of the same universe as Happiest Playlist Ever and Part of Your World. And is it yours truly as well? I don't think it is, but it was just a 2-star for me. I didn't really enjoy it the way that I enjoyed the others. I didn't enjoy the characters, but I had actually heard that this was a common issue with the friend zone, that most people didn't really enjoy it. And next I read The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This was a thriller-ish, and it followed it was a woman who wrote a review on an author's book, and they gave it 1 star, and the author encourages her to change her rating, and she refuses to, and from there we get sort of like a stalking thriller. It was giving Scream, like the movie Scream, and it wasn't the best. I ended up giving it 3 stars. It started getting a little outlandish and just a little bit far off for me, and so I didn't enjoy it. I swear it gets better. Then I read The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Jennifer Lynn Barnes also wrote The Inheritance Games, and book 4 of The Inheritance Game just came out yesterday. And so as we were all waiting for that book to come out, we pivoted to The Naturals. I ended up giving this book 4 stars. Everyone's kind of described this as CSI in book form. I'm not a CSI person, but it is very like Criminal Minds, very graphic, but it was well written. The characters were great, and I really liked it. Then I read Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the 2nd book in the Natural series, and unfortunately I ended up giving that a 2-star. I did not enjoy it. It wasn't for me. Unfortunately, it just wasn't good. It didn't hit for me. I was bored with the premise. I just didn't like it at all. So not my favorite. Then I read Claudia and Mean Janine. That's book 7 in the Babysitters Club, and I gave that, I want to say 4 stars. It's not written on here. And then I also read Boy Crazy Stacy. That's book number 8. I also gave that 4 stars. Both of those books were solid. They were character development. We are now on the 2nd book of each of the girls. And Mean Janine, I don't think I've read in a while, but Boy Crazy Stacy I have read recently. And so some of the things it was a little bit too close to me of having read it last time. And so just kind of was able to get through that pretty quickly. Then I had a random day at Barnes, which I feel like I've been at Barnes so much in August. And I picked up Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Cher Lee. I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. I absolutely loved and adored this book. It's a YA boy love book, and it follows, can I remember their names? I want to say Theo. I can't remember the other guy's name, but Theo has a family store, and it's like a restaurant, and he delivers to the male interest. and it kind of goes from there. There's fake dating involved, and it was so cute. I recommended it to my daughter, who's 15. She's reading it now. She also enjoys it. I give it 4.5 stars because it was that good. I read it in a day, like in a sitting. It was about 200 or so pages, but really well written, and I enjoyed it a lot. Then I read Buried in a Good Book by Tamara Berry. Unfortunately, I gave this book 2 stars. I know a lot of people really enjoyed this book, but I just couldn't get into it. I have the second book that I plan to read in September because I want to give it a chance, and I think I maybe wasn't in a good place to read it, but I think overall I might really enjoy it. Then I went to the library and did some digging and found a book called Her Good Side. That book is by Rebecca Weatherspoon, and I gave that 4 stars. This book was really cute, also involves fake dating, and it's a YA. It's relatively new, but it follows 2 sort of ex-friends in high school, and they plan to teach each other how to date. One is really attractive, but he's too sensitive, or he doesn't know how to like make the move, and one is not quote unquote traditionally attractive based on their school standards, and so we're like building confidence, but they end up falling for each other, and it was really cute. Then I pulled off Business or Pleasure from my bookshelf. I had that book on Kindle. I had it on paperback, and I still wasn't able to get through it, and so I decided that I just wanted to read it. I was in the mood. I ended up giving it 5 stars. This book is by Rachel Lynn Solomon. It is very spicy, and it's all about it's all about being a good teacher, and I definitely recommend it to those people that enjoy a spicy book. Then I read The Ghost at Dawn's House, book number 9, the Babysitters Club, and this I gave 3 stars, which is the base rating that I give all Babysitters Club books. I don't like Dawn books. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't enjoy them, and so that is what she got for me. It wasn't really exciting. It was super anticlimactic when you find out what the ghost at the house was. It's like, really? Okay. I want all 45 of my minutes back. Then, by recommendation, I read Scythe by Neal Shusterman. I ended up giving this 5 stars, and I'm so excited to read book 2. I've really been holding off for my birthday haul, but this book was so good. We are in a fantasy world in which natural death is no longer an occurrence, and we have scythes that make the determination who will die, and we have a mentor that's picked up 2 mentees, and they have to prove themselves to see who will be the top scythe. Something happens and something else happens, and cliffhanger, we're ready for book 2, so I can't wait to pick that up on Saturday. Then I read Digging Deeper by Amanda Stevens, and this was also a recommendation. This is a Harlequin intrigue novel. I gave it 3.75 stars. I thought it was really good, and I just read that, so you might check that out for my last week's vlog, but it was so good. I can't remember why I didn't give it a higher score, but maybe it lulled in the middle, because that's usually what happens for me. But it was so good that I followed up with Harlequin and changed my monthly subscription to the intrigue line, because I'm so excited to read more of those. Then I finally finished Maisie Chin's Last Chance by Lisa Yee. This is a middle grade book that I picked up in June, I want to say, but I gave it 3 stars because it took me so long to read it, and so I don't want to fault the author. I think it started out strong, but it was not as good as New From Here that I read during middle grade May. Same author, just didn't hit the same, and so 3 stars because I take ownership that maybe I just took too long to read it. Then I read Logan Likes Marianne, book 10 in the Babysitters Club. I really did a lot of Babysitters Club this month. And that was a 5-star read for me. I love Logan and Marianne together. I know that Logan is our problematic king, but I'm here for him. And so I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I look forward to more in the series. Then I finally finished Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I give this 3.5 stars. Again, I took so long to read this book, but when I started out with it, it was a solid like 4-star for me. And so I gave it 3.5 stars for the simple fact that it took me a while to get through it. So something wasn't clicking for me. But overall, really good story. And I will be going to book 2. I will be getting that for my book haul that's coming soon. And then the last book that I read in August was Christy and the Snobs, book number 11 in Babysitter's Club. I give that 4 stars, I want to say. It was okay. Again, I've read it recently, the graphic novel version, and it was just okay. I didn't have feelings about it one way or the other, except that it was done. And I was reading it kind of quickly because I was planning to read As Good as Dead, but I didn't. So, but it was still good. Really enjoyed it. So those are all 18 books that I read in the quickest wrap up I've ever done in my life. Please comment down below if you've read any of these books or if you have any suggestions for books that I should read. Please stay tuned as I will have my weekly reading vlog on Sunday, and I post Thursdays and Sundays. Thanks to all those that have recently subscribed to my channel. If you're just watching this and not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you look at my content and see it's something that you might like to watch. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.